state of Texas, you are required to have an extreme evacuation procedure in your policy handbook. They want to make sure that you have a game plan in case there is a flood or a fire or a dangerous person. This is what my policy handbook states. Evacuation relocation address. In the event that we have to relocate the children to safety for more than 30-minute time period, or if the evacuation calls the children to be inside in a safe area, we will relocate 2 homes down in their garage, and it has the address. For all weather-related emergency, we will watch the news and then we will close based on the weather conditions that we feel are not safe for the children, such as tornado, floods, and severe weather. If we have children and there is a flood, all of the children will be placed in an inflatable. We have a big inflatable, 6 per boat, so 6 per boat with their life jackets on. And then we will relocate to the elementary school that is literally around the corner from us. If we cannot get there, we will relocate to the fire station, okay? And it's all on there. And then it also says that all caregivers will be activated, which is myself, Miss Destiny, and then I have an additional substitute. And we will turn on our share location on our iPhone. Basically, if you have an iPhone, there's a way that you can flip a switch and it's going to share the location. So all parents will know exactly where we are. We send it out in a mass text. So if they need to get to us, they can find us. Now, I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, that's not a big deal. But Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, Texas, and there was floods all over the place. Many people lost their lives, not just their homes, but they lost their lives. And you wouldn't even believe certain highways where you're like, man, I used to drive this highway. They were swallowed in water. So as much as you want to laugh, or you might be like, oh, that is extreme. That's why it's called extreme evacuation procedures. And then I have 3 addresses on here, and I also put, it is your responsibility to save the address to all relocations and have the directions and maps printed in the event of an emergency. I also talk about how we're going to get the children out. So 18 months walking to 24 months, we'll be partnering with the 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. And then we also say, in case of an extreme evacuation procedure, we will grab our emergency bag. I'll do another video where it shows our emergency bag. Our emergency bag will have the enrollment binder, first aid kit, food, water, game, music, and the center's phone and primary cell phone. Staff and children will take an appropriate exit by walking. Once we have reached our safe area, we'll begin taking count of children by calling them by their name and checking them out in the system. While one caregiver interacts with the children, the other caregiver will contact licensing, local authorities, and last, the parents. And then we say once a month, we will practice our emergency preparedness. In the event there is only one caregiver, all substitutes will be contacted to report to work to ensure that all children are picked up safely. And I know you're like, man, that is a lot. But guess what? In the state of Texas, they will ask you for that in your policy handbook, and it will be a write-up. When you take your initial inspection and you're trying to open a daycare and you don't have these things in there, they're going to be like, you're missing that. And you're like, oh my gosh, our inspector tells us the most new home child care providers get as far as write-ups is their paperwork and then not knowing what they're supposed to have for their policy handbook. So definitely take your notes, write it down, because it's definitely really important. Question of the day: what part of this emergency or extreme evacuation procedure that I spoke of stood out to you that you thought, man, I would have never thought of that? Comment below, let us know. Make sure to interact. As always, thank you for joining us at Live Learning Academy, your YouTube channel for tips, tricks, and training, all in the area of caring for children. Make sure you like this video, share this video, and most importantly, make sure you are learning from this video. See you next time.